Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Today is June 18th, 2025. We are looking at Proverbs chapter 18, and we are going to look at verse 2. Proverbs 18, verse 2, and it says this: "A fool does not delight in understanding, but only wants to show off his opinion." You know, I find myself in positions on a regular basis where I have somebody come to me and they are acting a fool. And that is the exact description of what Solomon just described here. They've got an opinion. They're going to let me know what it is, and they are going to show it off. They don't care whether they're right or wrong. Their opinion matters. It is the most important, and they expect me to agree. My struggle comes in with the fact that I become the fool because I have an opinion, and it may even be correct, biblically sound, perfectly right. I have an opinion that is biblical and the standard to live by, and I know it without a doubt. And so I impress on them that they are wrong and that I know what the Bible has to say. This morning the Lord reminded me that when I do that, I am the fool. Because I'm not delighting in understanding. I am only worried about my own opinion. When that person comes to me and they have that absolute statement of this is the way it is and you must comply, and they're acting the fool, and they are wrong. And I know what the Bible says, and I know what it is that's right. If I'm not trying to understand, if I'm not spending the time to get to the core issue, all I'm worried about is making sure they understand that they're wrong and I'm right. We've got two fools sitting there in the room, and both are going to meet the destruction that comes from that. But if I am able to hear them, understand what's going on in them and why they are so insistent, then I may be able to do something, influence some change, whether it's in me or in them. I need to work on that. I realize I've been the fool many, many times. It doesn't mean that I have to agree with them. When the fool comes and they're insistent that I comply to their standard because they know what they're talking about, even though they are wrong, doesn't mean I comply with them. But I should take the time to try to understand. And if there is no way to reconcile, then instead of being a fool myself, I should say, well, we have a difference of opinion, and reconciliation is unable to be achieved at this moment. That wouldn't be a terrible way to end things, because then I wouldn't necessarily be acting the fool, would I? I've spent too many years having to be right. Maybe it's time to start to understand. How about you? As we engage the world today, let's try to not be a fool. Let's try to understand. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.